Today on the Cardinal Sports Network, it's girls varsity softball as Lawrence takes on Princeton Day School here at home. And the first pitch of the game is called for a strike. That's Young at the bat for Princeton Day School. And on the mound pitching for Lawrence is Megan Kiernan. Count is now 1-1 as there's 1 ball and 1 strike to Young. Well, she went charging toward that one, couldn't get it, so called for a strike. 1-2 count. That pitch is just a little low, so 2-2 will become the count. Another low one, and we end up with a full count. Looks like Kiernan is trying to dial in her pitch and get going for this game. That'll be ball 4, and Young will take a base. So the first batter up gets a walk. Cardinals will be looking to try and improve upon that. They'll have their chance next going up against Berman. Berman steps into the box, and here's the pitch. And it's a bunt. Fielded and thrown to first in plenty of time for the out. So Lawrence scores their first out against PDS. Next up will be Vogelman for Princeton Day School. Kiernan with the pitch. That one's in there for a strike. Here comes the next pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Looks like Kiernan's managed to dial in that pitch. Next pitch is in there for a strike 3, and that will send Vogelman back to the dugout. While Vogelman was up there, Young decided it was time to take a walk over to second. She stole a base. Next up for Princeton Day School is Patterson. First pitch to Patterson is a strike. That one's a little low for a ball. 1-1 the count. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Here's the pitch. And that one's called for strike 3, and that will do it for the top of the first inning.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
So Kiernan was able to retire the Princeton Day School batters. That will bring us to the bottom of the first inning for the Lawrence Cardinals. First up to bat for the Cardinals will be Allie McGuire. That pitch comes in and catches the edge of the plate for a strike. Next pitch. That one's popped up, and it'll drop into the hole, and McGuire will get the base. Single for Allie McGuire. Pitching today for PDS is Berman. Next up for Lawrence will be Jamie Seidman. Seidman decides she doesn't like the looks of that one, and it's called for a ball. There she gets a piece of that one, sends it out to the outfield, and that one gets away. Runners are advancing. Simon's going to hold up at second, but McGuire goes for home, and there's the first run of the game as the Lawrence Cardinals take the early lead in this one. So Jamie Seidman with a double and an RBI. Next up at the plate for Lawrence will be Haley Lestitian. Lestitian will let that first pitch go by for a ball. And she drives that second pitch right across the third base. And she's going to get, wow, she drove one run in. She's going for home. And can she beat the throw? Yes. So it's a home run for Haley Lestitian, and she batted in 2 runs. Cardinals off to an amazing start of this game as they're now up 3-0 against Princeton Day School. Next up at the plate, Ava Glahn for Lawrence. Glahn's kind of been the power hitter for the team. She doesn't have anyone to hit home, and this time her hit got caught. So that will be the first out for the Lawrence Cardinals. Next up at the plate, Megan Kiernan. First pitch goes by for a ball. Many of the games we've seen this year, pitchers have had a big wind-up and zing that ball in real fast. Looks like Berman just lobs it in there. Sometimes it's high, sometimes it's straight. A little bit slower pitch than what the Cardinals are used to. That could actually be confusing them. Kiernan gets a piece of that one, but it's going to go foul for a strike. 1-2 to count. That one's low for a ball. Here's the next pitch. She'll pop that one up. It's going to drift foul, but that's caught for an out. That will bring up Juliet Harrell. First pitch to Harrell is just a little low. And second pitch is a little high. Harrell takes a swing at that one, can't connect. That'll be a strike. 2-1 the count now to Harrell. Harrell pops one up, and that one is fielded by Berman, as she'll retire the Cardinals to end the first inning.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
That will move us into the second inning. And Megan Kiernan is still out on the mound for Lawrence. First batter she'll face is Richter. Kiernan starts off strong with a strike. That one's popped foul for strike 2. I was a little worried when I saw that first batter get walked at the beginning of the game, but Kiernan seems to have dialed in that pitch. Off just a little bit that time for a ball. 1-2 the count. And that will be tipped foul. Count will remain at 1-2. Kiernan with the pitch. Strike 3, and Richter goes down swinging. That will bring up Weinstein for Princeton Day School. Kiernan will be looking for her second strikeout of the inning. Here's the pitch. That one's tipped foul. Strike 1. Here's the next pitch. Strike 2. That one's just a little wide for a ball. Strike 3, and Weinstein goes back to the dugout. So 2 up and 2 down for Kiernan. Next up to the batter's box will be Kirshnan for Princeton Day School. Kirshnan's at the plate with 2 outs already. Well, stray ball on the field. Get that cleaned up. Here's the pitch. Ball 1. Swing and a miss. 1 ball and 1 strike the count. Strike 2. And Kiernan's 1 pitch away from striking out everyone this inning. If she can get that one in there. And she does. It's a strike. So 3 up and 3 down as Kiernan strikes out everyone.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
That'll bring the Cardinals back up to bat. Score currently 3-0 with the Cardinals in the lead. Reyna and Delicato at the batter's box for Lawrence. That ball will go bouncing by for a ball. 2-0 the count. And Delicato pops it up, and that one's caught for an out. 1 out against Lawrence.
Stay back, kid. Stay back.
Next up for Lawrence will be Brianna Seals. Seals looking for the pitch. That'll be low for ball 1. That one's high for ball 2. Berman having a little trouble finding the strike zone. Low for ball 3. Ball 4. Seals a walk. That will bring up Addie Ripberger for Lawrence. This will be her first time at bat. Strike one. And Ripberger fires one down the third base line, but I think that one's going to drift foul.
Get there, kid. Here we go.
0-2 the count to Ripberger. She'll pop that one foul, and count will remain 0-2. There's another one. That's hit to the pitcher. Throw to second. Does not get there in time. Runner safe at second. So single for Ripberger. And runners on first and second for Lawrence. That'll take us back up to the top of the order as Allie McGuire is going to step up to the plate. And McGuire is going to pop that one out toward the outfield. Fielder can't get under it, and runners will advance. And Cardinals will take advantage of that to bring one run home and advance all the runners to second and third. So McGuire gets a double out of what could have been an out and brings in 2 runs. Sorry, just 1 run there. Still a good play. That'll bring up Jamie Seidman to the plate. Cardinals leading this game with a score of 4-0. And Berman having a little trouble finding that strike zone again. 3 balls. And Seidman pounds that one out towards the outfield. That'll drop in clean and bring home another run. Another 2 runs. So Seidman gets a single and brings home 2 runs. 6-0 the score now. Only 1 out on the board. Cardinals in position to make something good happen this inning. They've already matched their score from the first inning. Haley Lestitian steps into the batter box for Lawrence. First pitch caught for a strike. As Berman sneaks that one across the corner of the plate. Here's the next pitch. That's low for a ball. Ball 2. Ball 3. Here's the throw to first. And they didn't make anything happen on that one, other than to keep the runner honest. Ball 4. So Haley Lestitian, who homered in the first inning, gets a walk this time. Next up for Lawrence, Ava Glon. She'd been the cleanup batter for Lawrence most of the season. Didn't fare so well in the first at bat. Looking to improve on that this time. And there's a line drive right up the middle. Gallant easily makes it to first and drives home another run. 7-0 the score now for Lawrence. Next up for Lawrence, Megan Kiernan. In her first at bat today, she popped one to the outfield for an out. She's going to send this one to the outfield too, but it's over the heads of the outfielders, and she's going for second. So a double for Kiernan, and she drives another run home, bringing the score up to 8-0 for Lawrence. Lawrence on a bit of a tear this inning. Next up at bat will be Juliet Harrell. Harrell also managed to pop one up to the outfield in her first at bat today. Caught for an out. Here's the pitch. Ball 2. Oh, and it's a nice one. It'll drop right in between the infielders and the outfielders. So Harrell will get to second base on that one and bring in 2 more runs, as the Cardinals really having a good inning. In fact, it's so good that Reina Indelicato will be getting her second at bat this inning. That one's hit out towards the fielder. Oh, look at that. And Indelicato manages to get to first on that hit. Next up for Lawrence, Brianna Seals. Earlier this inning, she walked to first. First pitch to Seals. Bounces by for ball 1. Second pitch is high for ball 2. Lawrence currently leading 10-0 over Princeton Day School. And it's a bunt by Seals. And they didn't even make a throw. Seals with no trouble getting to first. Runner holds at third. That will bring up Addie Ripberger for her second at bat this inning. She singled last time up. First pitch is low for ball 1. That one will get popped up. It drops in there. Yep. So Ripberger with an out. That'll take us back to the top of the order with Allie McGuire stepping up to the plate. She's singled in the first inning, and she's already been to bat once this inning where she got a double and brought a run home. And McGuire having a good day. There's another shot out there, and easy single this time. Plus another run drove home. Brings the score now to 12-0. Lawrence in the lead. Jamie Seidman will be returning to the plate. She's had a good day at the plate as well. She got a double in the first inning to bring a run in, and a single in this inning to bring in 2 runs. Pitch to Seidman, and she bunts that one. Throw is no good, and Seidman manages to get all the way to first and bring in another run. So 13-0 the score. Lawrence really turning on the heat in this inning. Time for a discussion at the mound.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
So Berman will remain on the mound after a few words of encouragement. That will bring up Haley Lestitian. She homered in the first inning to bring home 2 runs. There's a shot right at the third baseman. However, a forced play. And that will be the final out for this inning. Cardinals lead 13-0.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
That will bring us to the top of the third inning with Haggerty coming up to bat for the Princeton Day School team. Looks like we've got a different pitcher on the mound for Lawrence, as Indelicato is out there now. That one's popped up and caught for an easy out. So 1 up and 1 down for Indelicato. Don't know if Kiernan was getting tired or they were saving her for something else, but she did a fine job in her time at the mound. In fact, her last inning, she struck out 3 batters in a row. Indelicato's been firing them in there as well. A little high that time for a ball. Haggerty at the plate for Princeton Day School. Swing and a miss. 1-1 the count. Strike 2. And that one's in there for a strike 3, and Haggerty goes back to the dugout. So 2 up and 2 down for Indelicato. Next, she'll be facing Young at the top of the order. Young walked in her first at bat. In fact, she's the only player for Princeton Day School who's gotten on base today. Swing and a miss. 1-1 the count. That one goes by for a ball. Looked like she was thinking about bunting. Didn't do it. That'll be ball 3. And that one got tipped foul on an attempted bunt. Strike 2. Full count now on Young. Here's the pitch. Strike 3, and that will retire Princeton Day School with 3 up and 3 down for Indelicato.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
Now it'll be Lawrence's turn at bat. Berman still on the mound for Princeton Day School. Ava Glenn at the plate as that one trickles by for ball 1. Glenn singled last time up and drove a run home. That one's popped up, and that'll be caught in foul territory for an out. Next up for Lawrence will be Megan Kiernan. Last time at bat, Kiernan got a double and brought one run in. There's one heading out towards the outfield. Oh, and the outfielder went down, and that's going to allow Kiernan to get all the way to second base.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
Next up at bat for Lawrence will be Juliet Harrell. Harrell got a double and brought 2 runs home last time she was at bat. There's a bunt. Can't get to the plate in time, but the sacrifice bunt will allow the runner to advance to third. That's going to leave it up to Reina Indelicato as she steps up to the plate. Hope her arms rested after throwing those few pitches there in the top of the inning. She'll pop that one up and out. And that will retire the Lawrence Cardinals. Score remains 13-0.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
So for the top of the 4th inning, we're looking at Berman coming up to the plate, trying to get a little redemption after what she's faced from the pitching side of things. She'll lay down a bunt and run it out. Run it out she did. First base, and she's safe. That's actually the first time anyone from Princeton Day School has successfully hit their way to a base. Only other baseman this game has been by a walk, with Young in the first inning. That brings up Vogelman. She'll watch one go by for a ball. She struck out last time at bat. Gets a piece of that one, but it goes foul. 1-1 the count. We've got a different pitcher on the mound this inning. It's actually Brianna Seals out there. So Cardinals going through their pitching order. Swing and a miss. Throw to first doesn't get there in time. Runner's safe. That one's popped up in the air, and it drops in between the players. Throw to second. That gets there in time. The runner's out, but Vogelman is safe at first. Berman had to hold up at first, waiting to see if they caught that one or not. By the time she went, it was too late. Next up for Princeton Day School is Patterson. Patterson struck out in her first time at bat. That one will go by low for ball 2. And a stolen base as Vogelman takes the opportunity to get over there to second base. Seals with a pitch. That one's in there for a strike. That'll be tipped foul for strike 2. 2-2 the count. Here's the pitch. That'll be low for ball 3, and Patterson finds herself with a full count. Here's the pitch. And Patterson sends that grounder right up the middle. Throw to home, holds the runner at third, but that would allow Patterson to advance to second base. So a double for Patterson. Next up at the batter's box will be Richter. Richter struck out last time at bat. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Richter's got 2 runners in scoring position and sends one out to the outfield. There's 1 run coming home. Here comes the second run. And Richter will hold up at second for a double. So Princeton Day School gets their first points on the board, bringing the score now 13-2. Lawrence still in the lead. Weinstein will step up to the plate for Princeton Day School. Here's the pitch. That's tipped foul for a strike. Now Seals steps back onto the mound. Here's the pitch. And that will be called a ball. 1-1 the count now against Weinstein. Ball 2. That one's tipped foul for a strike. 2-2 the count. That one's called for a strike, and Weinstein will head back to the dugout. Well, it looks like the Princeton Day School sending in Haggerty to bat this time. Haggerty batted in the 3rd inning, popped one up for an out. Here's a pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Seals with the windup. There's the pitch. And that one's a little wide for a ball. Once again, Seals winds up. And that one's called for a strike. And that will close out the inning. Cardinals leading 13-2.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
So to start off the bottom of the 4th inning, Brianna Seals will step up to the plate for Lawrence. Berman's still on the mound for Princeton Day School, and she gets one by for a strike. Seals singled her last time at bat. That pitch will go by for a ball. Well, she gets a piece of that one, and it will drop into a safe zone, and she'll get an easy single. That will bring up Addie Ripberger. Yeah, Ripberger was out her last time at bat, but she got a single back in the second inning. She'll pop that one up and just over the head of the shortstop. That'll drop in for a single. That'll take us back to the top of the order with Allie McGuire stepping up to the plate. McGuire has gotten a double and 2 singles and brought 2 runs in today. So she's having a banner game. Rips that one right out there toward the outfielder. And that quickly, bases are loaded for Lawrence. That'll bring up Jamie Seidman. Seidman's also been having a good game today as she got double and 2 singles. And she's brought home 4 runs today. First pitch to Seidman, and she bunts it. Well, Seidman's going to get to first base, but that bunt was an easy tag out to prevent the runner from scoring. Next up for Lawrence, Haley Lestitian, who started out the game by hitting a 2-run homer in the first inning. One and one the count to Lestitian. Here's the pitch, and she gets a piece of that one. It bounced past the shortstop and toward the outfield. Lestitian wanted to go for more, but there was already a runner on the base. She'll bring her 1 run home. That ups the score now 14-2. And we'll bring up Ava Glahn, Lawrence's power hitter, with the bases loaded. Here's the pitch. That's low for ball 1. Glahn's been having, well, for her, a little bit of a quiet game. See if she can get back into the swing of things. Second inning, Glahn did manage to get a single and bring 1 run home. Both the first and the third innings, she's popped up for an out. 3-0 the count. Glahn hasn't had a pitch worth swinging at yet, but she's hopeful to get a good one here this time. And there's a shot right up the middle. That'll bring 1 run in, and runners will advance. So a single for Glahn and an RBI. Next up to the bat will be Megan Kiernan. Kiernan's doubled her last 2 times at bat and brought 1 run home. Well, throw didn't get there in time, and Kiernan will get a single and bring home yet another run, bringing the score up now to 16-2. That will bring back Juliet Harrell for her 4th time at bat today. Second inning, she got a double and brought 2 runs home. Last inning, she did a sacrifice bunt to advance the runners. And she's got 2 runners on base who would like very much to be brought home. No chance of a sacrifice play here. Looks like Harl thought about the bunt, thought better of it, and that makes the count 2-0. Here's the pitch, and it is a bunt, as Harl's going to try to beat the throw to first, but she can't quite make it, and that will do it for the fourth inning, leaving our score 16-2.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
And so with that, the Lawrence Cardinals will take the victory over Princeton Day School in girls varsity softball. Final score for the game, 16-2. Thank you all for watching, and thank you to our camera operator, Jack Murphy, for getting all this footage. And be sure to tune in again next time for more exciting sports action on the Cardinal Sports Network on LTPS TV.